Hello, my name is Barbara R. Stevens Foster, and I'm the author of the soon-to-be published book, A Walk with the Black Moses, Sandy Stevens' inspiring stories of hope and determination. So glad you could join us today. I'm just going to give you a few little quotes that Sandy had that we are including in the book. I want you to know that this is not necessarily a book about his athletic prowess and exploits, because those are very well documented. This is more a story about how he grew to become the marquee athlete he was, and what made him that great person. How did he get that resolve to be the person that he became? And without it being autobiographical, which it would have been if he had lived, but it's also not biographical necessarily. It's anecdotal, and it's just a fun read, and so we're hoping you'll take advantage of that. Anyway, let me share with you just a couple of things that he said. He started this process originally back in 1984, and then it went through several iterations, and then it came forward, and I finally retired. And so then we were working on it together, and that was in 1999. Unfortunately, we didn't have a long enough time together to make it really come to fruition. So in 2000, we sent something off to New York, and we were all excited, and that weekend he passed away. So it kind of took a back burner. As I put it, the flame became a warm wick, and so then it had to go into hiatus for a while. Anyway, we're back at it, and we are determined it's going to be the reality that he had always hoped it would be. So in that context, Sandy said, when I took up the task of writing the book, I realized there was so much more I wanted to say pertaining to the times and ordeals of my people, and how I wanted to bring to light many aspects of social inequality, not just my football escapades. And then he goes on to share that no question this is somebody else. Basketball began in 5th grade with the grade school leagues in Uniontown. In 7th grade, I made the junior high traveling team along with a friend. My dad kicked me off the team because I made 2 C's on my report card. He also took my championship jacket and gave it to another player. This action was a definite wake-up call to let me know how serious my dad was about academics. He said that being a minority, I had to be twice as good in my academic work to be given any consideration against my competition in all endeavors. This was a basic tenet that and you'll hear a lot about basic tenets in the book, and those things that were the underpinning of who he became as a man. There were no, you couldn't be mediocre. You had to be the best that you possibly could be. And that was the message that he always tried to infuse into all of his interactions, particularly with young people. Don't ever settle for second best. It just doesn't work. It's not going to serve you well. And so always go for the A. And then this is a quote from the survey that we put out, and also from some of the books that I've researched for the book. This one says, no question who my role model was, Sandy Stevens. I sing his praises whenever I can, because without Sandy Stevens, there would have been no me. He gave me hope, the will to go forward. And that's by Jimmy Ray, quarterback at Michigan State. And you can find that in Third and a Mile, The Trials and Triumphs of the Black Quarterback, an oral history by William C. Roden. And that's a very wonderful book, and is worthy of reading from cover to cover. It really informs that the struggles of the Black quarterback. Then also, this is a quote from one of the people who answered the survey. Sandy had a way about himself of making everyone included and gave one hope. When he talked with you, he made you feel that you were very important. So obviously, one of the chapters will have a lot of his insights into what it takes to be hopeful and determined, and how to walk through this life with your head high, knowing that God is guiding your every step, every step. Thank you so much, and I certainly hope you'll take advantage of this opportunity to learn more about Sandy Stevens, the man, and a little insights into the rest of us who were affected by his presence. Good night.